So I decided to go and see what one of these protests really looks like. Hi, this is Everyday Prepper. Welcome to the channel. So yesterday there was a big list going around online and on the news saying there was about 100 demonstrations or protests or riots planned around the country. And one of those places was Dover and Canterbury, two places in Kent where I live. Dover being sort of not too far away from me, I decided to go and check it out. And the reason I did that was because there's been a lot of footage online of people doing certain things, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to go and stand behind the police lines and get some footage myself, which I have the right to do, and go and check it out and see what actually happened, from a first person point of view. So that's what I did. So I went down to Dover, and the following footage is what I saw. Now, bearing in mind there'd been reports on Twitter of violence already kicking off. The protest was supposed to start at about 8 p.m. So I got down to Dover for around 8 p.m, stayed there till around 9ish. So you'll have to apologise for the footage. It was in low light conditions. I'm walking around, so the sound is pretty bad. I didn't have wind protection on my camera, so some of the audio is kind of drowned out by the wind, I'm afraid, so apologies for that. But hopefully it just give you an idea of what was going on down the town compared with maybe what's being reported or what will be reported. I found myself in the town of Dover, and a lot of camper vans over there, which is interesting. I don't know if they've all come down for the so-called protests, because apparently there's protests, although they look to be from Europe. So I've never done this before. Actually walked into an area where there could be potential violence, but I'm here just to document and see it from the horse's mouth kind of thing. So we'll see what happens. I'm just coming into the main part of town now, where apparently someone's just already been bundled into a police van, but I'm going to go and see it for myself. I've got a level 2 stab vest on, just in case, and I'm hopefully going to stay way out of the way. So it's 8:15 in Dover town centre. I've just walked right the way through the high street. Couldn't see one police officer at all. Kent police are saying they've got heightened presence in all of Kent towns, including Dover, Canterbury, and some other towns as well. I can't remember, Hythe maybe, Folkestone. I can't see any sign of anyone shouting or chanting or gathering together or anything like that. I said hi to a couple of kebab shop owners who were just standing in the doorway. Feels a bit tense, but absolutely nothing going off. So I'm going to head down towards the seafront and see if there's anything down there. Right, so this is Dover Harbour behind me, and over behind me there, a little bit further over, that's where all the boats come in with the immigrants. That big house in the middle there, I don't know if you can see that. Just beyond that is the kind of western docks, and that's where they bring all the boats in with from the Coast Guard and the lifeboat RNLI. They bring all the boats in there. So apparently the immigration centre that was going to be protested at hasn't existed at that location for some time now. So I know that a lot of law firms were apparently targeted, but the Castle Street, which is where the law firms are, it was empty, absolutely empty. This is the quietest I've ever seen Dover. So that's a bit weird, isn't it? It's almost like propaganda has made everyone stay inside, like a lockdown. It's a bit weird, but there is nothing going on. I mean, I could be missing the whole thing. Dover's not that huge, and I know it very well. But there's nothing going on down the seafront. I'm going to wander back through the high street, see if I can see any sign of police. Just going into a dodgy subway. These are all new. This wasn't here when I used to visit as a kid, so hopefully it'll be alright. I kind of almost want to go up to someone and say, are you here for the riots? It's all a bit weird, it's very quiet. Just approaching the town centre, so I'll get back to you in a sec. I'm just walking through the market square now, main point of the town. No more than people in groups of 3, both women and blokes. A few people gathered up here though, which is interesting. So I'll put the camera away and we'll see what's happening, but I don't think it's anything serious. I've just seen the first police van doing a tour, just checking around, nothing going on. So that's Pencester down there, it's one of the roughest areas of town, nothing going on at all. Clean trash there, but that is absolutely normal for this town, especially at the end of Pencester. So I'm going to wander a bit further down the high street now towards the police station, just in case there's any strife down that way. Otherwise this town is empty. I'm just walking down another place called Ladywell, approaching the police station in Dover. Just walking past the fire station there. Nothing going on, not barely a person on the street. So yes, quietest I've ever seen it, to be honest, which is really strange. A few people hanging on street corners, but no big gangs or anything like that. I've seen one police van, and there's a little police van in front of me. Now parked outside the police station, which is where you'd expect them to be. Other than that, nothing. So I'm getting a little bit bored, really. I don't want to wait till dark because I'm dressed. I look like a military, black and green slacks and all that. So okay, I'm being looked at. So that clip just there, where I said that I'm being looked at. All it was literally there was a group of about 4 Asian lads just on the street corner at the end of the road where the police station was, Ladywell. They were looking at me probably because I was filming. They'd spotted me sort of walking down the road, and of course tensions were reasonably high. I say tensions were high. People were kind of looking out for trouble, and any sign of anything untoward, like me walking down with a GoPro on a selfie stick, is probably going to attract attention. That's all that was. There was no trouble whatsoever. Right, that's your lot. Walking up to the car now. Absolutely nothing going off. Quite a few posts on Twitter saying that there was action happening. So I just wanted to check, what the information online is like and what it's actually like in the real flesh. I don't know if you can see me in this low light, hopefully. I was just about to sign off. God, it's hot in this stab vest. There's been a few, about 2 or 3 police sirens literally since I was walking up the hill to the car, which is a bit odd. So I'm thinking of maybe just driving through the town and seeing if I can spot anything. But other than that, I haven't seen anything kicking off at all. Right, I've locked my doors. I'm going to do a drive through Dover quickly, just see if there's anything going on. I've seen some police vans drive up here, up towards Pencester, which is one of the dodgy ends of town. So I'm just going to drive through there, see if anything's going off, and then I'm going to kind of get out of town really, because it's getting dark. Right, there's a police van up here. There's a park on the left of the police van, which somebody said on Twitter earlier someone was bundled into a van from that park. I'm doubting that. There's a lot more people accruing here. There's no one in the park. Police van's just sitting there, nothing really going on. Still people just wandering around. Maybe it's all going to kick off a bit later. I don't want to be here when it does, really. High Street still looks empty, and it's now 20 to 9. Another police van, I just saw there with lights going. No sirens, just blues. There he goes. Oh no, he's got the siren. There's a car with the blues on. Aha. He's just turned down into the high street. There's nothing going on down there. There's nothing there. There's no people. I swear there was no people down there. Literally, I could have counted a maximum of around 10 where those police cars were. 10 people, and they weren't together. They weren't in a bunch. The biggest bunch was probably about 3 people. not seen anyone in really more than groups of 3, apart from inside a pub. So I wonder what's going on. I mean, it could just be normal Wednesday night. Again, High Street, I've just looked left, there's nothing up there. Could be just normal Wednesday night skirmish. But, you know, there was a police car and 2 vans. It's very strange. I think I'm going to drive around there again. I know it's risky, I know it's probably stupid, but I'm just interested to see the difference between how things are being reported and there's a bit of a backup here. Why is that? Nothing going on. Yeah, I just want to see the difference in how things are being reported. And this guy's trying to turn around. Foreign driver. Yeah, I want to see the difference to see how things are being reported and what's actually happening on the ground. God, I'm so hot in this vest, oh my god. Have aircon, let's use that. Let's use the aircon, there we go. Oh my god. Let's have another drive through the town. We'll check out the dodgy parts. I'm going to say that they've been dodgy for years. There's nothing new. Oh, I've got police now behind me. Okay. Alright, there we go. Oh, so it looks like it's all, you know, kicking off, you'd think, but it's not. There's nothing going on. So he's just gone round to where the other side of Pencester. And there's nothing there. There's nobody in the park. There's about, I don't know, probably 10 people again in the park, which is where they've just gone. They've literally surrounded the park. I mean, it could be just for one person. Right, let's do another loop and we'll have a look and see if I can find out what's going on. Why does it all kick off just like it in the car? Madness. Bloody madness. Alright, okay. How do I get around here now? Fellow delivery driver. People still trying to work. Bless them. Right, just going to glance down the street where that police went. There's nothing down there going on, nothing at all. No people around, no kind of police lines, no kettle lines, you know, like you see on the news. Nothing in the high street. I mean, you can sense that people are kind of tense and looking over their shoulder. And I had my head on a swivel as I was going through the town, of course. But there is nothing going on down here. I'm going to drive back up through Pencester. Let's go past the police station, see what we got. Absolutely dead down here. So this is Ladywell again, which I walked down earlier. Just past the police station there. I'm right behind a police car now. Couple of lads there on scooters, nothing going on. I probably should have just parked up and I didn't want to be out walking around at night because that's when all the ghoulies come out. Right, so that police car's he's shifted it up towards Pencester, so let's go and check that out, do a drive-by again. So I've probably been spotted 2 and 3 drive-bys, or 2 drive-bys, and filming. which I have a complete right to do, obviously. So, police van's gone. Police van's gone. Nobody about. Just nothing. I mean, maybe they're nipping it in the bud. There is nobody in the park. No crowds. Absolutely nothing going on. What we got up here? We got a van. What is that? Delivery van? Delivery van blocking the high street for some reason. Okay, so let's go back round. There's nobody about. Everyone's inside. There's not even people like pubbing it. They're either in the pubs. Guy there with a telephoto lens. They're obviously expecting something. People are crewing on the street corner here. Maybe it is kicking off. I don't know. Could be wrong. Anyway, it's time for me to go home. I don't want to stick around really. I did want to stand behind the police lines and film just to get a real record of this, but it's just too dodgy. It's too dodgy. I mean, where I was parked up the road, there was this black guy. He looked like he was like taking video of his car, probably selling his Beamer or a Merc or whatever it was. But because I was looking over at him and he's looking at me, and it's like, you know, kind of, are you one of them? Well, what about you? Are you one of them? There's that kind of look going across people in town. You can just tell. I don't like it, and I don't want to be out in it. Just a further observation. I've got to be careful because I'm driving here and I've got my bloody light on because it's dark. There was definitely more groups of Asians around the town building up than there were groups of white people. I hope that doesn't sound too wrong. But yeah, there was lots of kind of Asian kind of young lads on bikes, push bikes, scooters and all that sort of, all hanging around at the railings. It looked like they're probably looking out for stuff happening, like there was some kind of march happening. I don't know. I may have completely missed it. I saw a guy with a camera. This idiot overtake on the road that causes more deaths in the country than anywhere else. I saw a guy with like a really long zoom camera, like a reporter guy, you know, with some serious camera equipment, was hanging around by those same railings as well. So it might just have been that they'd had word up that there was a march or some kind of demonstration on the way. I didn't hear a thing. I didn't see anybody out. I didn't get any inkling, even with the vans with the blues and twos on. There was just nothing going on at all. I could have been too early, but as I said, I didn't really want to stick around for it. So anyway, that was just a bit of an observation, a bit of an update. Hard to say how it'll turn out, but hopefully the town centre will be left alone. Anyway, in the meantime, cheers for watching. Stay prepared.